Hello, my name is George Watts. I'm a British Wheeler yoga teacher, and today I thought I'd do a test on Google Hangouts. Never done a Google Hangouts. I thought I'd see how it goes, but I thought I'd show you how to record your yoga classes. So what a website I've just started is called selfgrowthseeds.com, and that's where yoga teachers can use their smartphone, whether it's an Apple or an Android phone, and they can use something called a Rode lavalier microphone. And this is a smart lav called Rode Smart Lav Plus. And once you've taken it out of the box, it will come in you'll have a nice little bag where you can put the microphone in. And it's pretty simple. I'll just get, you also need a jogging armband. And you just go to Amazon or eBay or your local phone shop, and you just let them know what phone you've got, and you'll get the right sized one. And all you'll need to do to record your class. So this is recorded audio. So eventually we're going to get video using a smartphone or a tablet or a DSLR, whatever you want. But we're going to get a little short 10-15 minute online video up. So we'll teach you how to do that later. But to begin with, we're starting with audio, and to do it, all you need is get your phone, and you'll have a default. If you've got an Apple, I've got an Apple 5S. So if you've got an Apple, your default recorder, if I go into here, you'll see there's voice memos. Maybe you can see that with the light in the middle. There's voice memos. So if I click on voice memos, you've got your default recording app. So you don't need to use the Rode lavalier mic. This is BBC quality to get BBC quality voice. But I'll show you in a minute why this is pretty important. But you could just use your, if you were doing just a talk about the sutras or something, you're just doing a lecture, you could just put your phone on the desktop here, and I can click the red circle and start recording, and it will obviously pick up my voice, and I can talk about sutras or the Bhagavad Gita or how to apply the Gita into real life or whatever. Try to make it as interesting as possible, obviously, and you're just focusing on one theme, just one pointed theme, for whether it's a 15-minute yoga session you're doing in your living room. So a lot of times I'll do a recording in the living room, or I'll do, just strap it to my, putting this in the arm, putting this in the phone. So I'll put that in, and then put this in. I'll show you how to do this in a minute, but I'll do that in a live class. I'll just strap this onto my arm in the jogging arm and click record, and just record the class live, the 90-minute class, and then click stop at the end. And that's it. I've got a passive income stream for the rest of my life. So once I've finished the recording there, I can then upload it to selfgrowthseeds.com, and I'll get money every time someone streams or downloads that audio. So it's really powerful. So it's a great way for yoga teachers to increase their income. So most yoga teachers, it's not their full-time job. They've got either a full-time job or a part-time job, and the yoga is a part-time job for them. So this way is just a way of spreading. So usually a yoga teacher will has about a 20-mile radius. So the usual scenario is a yoga teacher will rock up at a village hall or a dance center or something, and people will only really be willing to travel 10, 20 miles, well, 10 miles probably max. You might have a few travel a little bit further if you're in a rural area. But yeah, you've got a pretty small capture area. So when you record an audio using your smartphone, you'll then have that as an MP3, and we can obviously, like I said before, you just upload it to the site, and now your catchment area is worldwide. So you'll now be able to reach people all over the world, and that's a pretty good thing. So we get to spread yoga all over the world, and people can do some nice yoga. And most people are busy these days, so this is why having it online is quite useful, because they can just get into their phone. Everyone's got a phone. 2 billion people now have a phone. So it's, you know, pretty much everyone's got a phone these days, and they can just go on there and they can. Oh, I've got someone calling me here. I will just let that go. So you can also make money from this as well, obviously. So we're spreading yoga, and you're going to be making money. So yeah, it's a win-win. So let me just show you how it's done. So what you can do, like I said, if you're just doing it at home, you can just get your smart lav mic out. All you'll do is pop it into the top of the phone there. So it goes in there. Make sure it's all the way in. If you don't put it all the way in, obviously it won't record. So you've got to really make sure it's firmly in. And this will normally, if I'm in a class, I'll normally put it under my clothing and then strap it to the top. And I'll just show you here. I then just put it pretty close to my mouth. So at the top there. And so that's, yeah, pretty good there. Now if I wanted to start recording, say if I'm, I used to be a professional golfer, and so I do these little 15-minute yoga for golf, using a lot of yoga breathing, mantras, mind stuff to help when actually on the golf course. So you can obviously do lots of that kind of stuff, but I apply the yogic philosophy into how they can improve their golf. So say if I'm doing that, I'll usually do a handout. I'll create a little handout, or I'll write something down on a pad. So get my pad out, start writing, do a bit of a mind map. Let me just put this in. The battery might go out a little bit. So yeah, so I'll do my 15-minute. I'll plan for a 15-minute session, and the reason why it's 15 minutes is it doesn't have to be 50 minutes, it could be longer, but the most popular time frame for a yoga class, for online yoga class, is 15 minutes. So people are, you know, rushing around, and they'll have 15 minutes and they'll, you know, want to do something. So you know, that's the obviously and a lot of people like the full live. If you're doing a 90-minute yoga class or 2-hour yoga class, that's great as well. So you have quite a lot of people enjoying a full live class, but most of them will be looking for these smaller classes, bite-sized yoga sessions. And then, yeah, so now I've put that in. I can now just click record. So now I'm recording there. I can just put that down on there. If I'm sitting, most of the time I'll be sitting down on my mat doing something, so I can just put it there, and I'll just I'll have my handout that I've created for the 15-minute lesson for the yoga session. So I'll have that out as my guide while I'm chatting away. If I'm chatting about the yoga, maybe I'm doing some yoga breathing, or I do walking meditations for golfers. So I'll do a walking talk through the meditation, normally pretty short. So I'll just talk through that, do a brief intro, and then I can, once I've completed that, I can then go into a software called Audacity, so I can complete the recording. Say I finished the recording now, I can just click the red button there, and then over here it says I can click the red button again right now. So if I wanted to, just kind of lost my way a little bit, or I just wanted to have a bit of a breather, I could just click the pause button, have a little rest, maybe get a cup of tea or something, and then come back and resume the class later. I don't normally do that, but every now and again I will, if I'm sort of normally if I've lost my way or whatever, and I just want to pause and regroup. So I could click that red button again to, like I said, just to continue recording from where I left off, or I can click done when I'm finished. So I'm going to click done now. So that's done, and now it immediately allows me to, if you can see that there, it's a bit of glare there, but it will allow me to rename it. There, so I can go up the top and rename it. So you could do that if you want to do. I'm just going to go save. And these are all the recordings. again, probably a bit of glare. These are all little recordings that I've done there. I can then, from here, the next thing is just click on the recording. And when you click on a recording, you will see if I can hold it down, I'll stop the glare. You'll see there's a little share button on the left. So I've clicked on recording. You can either play it or you can edit it if you want to, but you probably won't want to edit it to keep it nice and raw. That's the good thing about doing these online classes. They're going to be the next best thing to being at a class. So keep it raw. That's good. And then on the left over here, you can see it is a little square with an arrow going up, and that's the share button. So I'm going to click on that, and that gives you option to share. So this is where we all need to have a chat. If you want to do this and you want to put the audio and start making money on it on selfgrowthseeds.com, this is where you just got to email me. You can just email me at mail@georgewatts.org, and just go to my website, georgewatts.org, and you can go to contact and you can call me. But this is where I'll need to set you up with Dropbox. So Dropbox is great. So here I've got a thing on my phone where I can go save it to my Dropbox. So I'll share a folder with you where it'll only be your folder. So when you share this, it'll go, the audio file will go straight into the Dropbox, and then it will be shared with on my computer. So that's the great thing about Dropbox is that whatever you put in your Dropbox on your computer will then be shared on my computer. So then I can go into the audio, check that the quality is good, and then maybe reduce the size of it a little bit, tweak things around, and so it's ready to then go up onto the live on the selfgrowthseeds.com website. So that's how that works. So I won't go through that right now. That's something that if you're interested in this, you'll just contact me. So just go to my website, georgewatts.org, and I'll set you up. We'll have a little Skype chat, and I'll set you up for it. Most of the time, most of the yoga teachers, I'll do a video call on the Skype chat, and I can visually show you as we're going. It makes life a little bit easier. So within 10-20 minutes of the call, you'll have set up your Dropbox, and you'll be away. So you can start putting it up there, and you'll be able to make some passive income streams from your sessions. So again, just to recap, it doesn't just have to be your live class. I've got a lot of yoga teachers at the moment who are now recording, putting their jogging bands over here. I've got the jogging band. So just pretend I put the phone in. Actually, I'll do that now. So here, what I'm doing, I'm going to take this out. So usually what I do is you just got to make sure the hole, so there's the hole where the jack goes in. You just got to align that with the hole on here. So I've got the hole there, and there's my hole there. So I've just got to make sure I put that in. So that's going to be aligned, and let's shove that in just to show you how that works. So there it is. So there's the thing with the jogging armband. I've got that in there. And so now what I'll do, I'll generally put the top bit is up on the upper part of my arm. So I'm going in here. I'm going to strap this into my arm, put this in here. Strap that in there. And it's best on the top part of the arm. So there it is. And I can then from here, I can then just go and click record. So from here, when I'm ready, you've got the most important part of this before you get this in. So here I'm just going to do what I just showed you before, click record, and when you've stopped, you can just click the red button again and then click done, and you're done. But I'm just going to show you, take this off. Just going to show you on here. Let's go back. Top here. Really important when you're recording, say if you get a text message or a phone call come in, it will pause. Well, actually, if you get a phone call coming in, it will automatically pause your recording. So that'll be a bit of a nightmare and it'll ruin your recording. So just to make sure that doesn't happen, what you've got to do is just go to your settings, and you need to put it in airplane mode. So you see on an Apple, it's the very top one. On your Android, it will probably be the top one as well. So you just, all I've got to do here is just drag that over to the right, and you'll see it's made it green. So now my airplane mode is activated. And that means if I get a phone call or any alerts come in, it's not going to pause my video and it's not going to make any sounds or anything. So during that whole time that I'm recording, you know, I'm safe. I know I'm, you know, nothing is going to mess up my recording. So that's a really good tip. And then obviously after you've done the recording, you just got to remember to flick that back off so you can get the calls and get on the internet. So obviously, what this will do also is you won't be able to get on the internet during that time either. So if you want to get back onto your Wi-Fi and you suddenly after you've done the recording, you can't figure out why you can't get online, it'll be because you're on airplane mode. So to get it out of it, you just slide it back to the left again, the green's gone, and you're away. So yeah, I really hope that helps. But just to recap in a nutshell, all this is really, really simple. Is you're just doing what you're normally doing. So if you're already doing, most yoga teachers are doing 2, 3, 4, 5 classes a week. You'll just rock up to your normal classes, take your smartphone with your jogging armband, strap it to the top of your arm, click record, and then end the recording at the end. And then once you get back home and you've got your Wi-Fi enabled, you'll just obviously take off the airplane mode, make sure that's off to be able to get on the Wi-Fi. And then you can just use the Dropbox. I will show you how to do this, get you set up on the Dropbox. So you've got to contact me for this one. And all you got to do is just click the share to Dropbox, and it'll automatically be sent to your Dropbox, and job done. That's all you got to do for the time being. What we're doing is to make it a bit more, if you want to get more people clicking on your audios and streaming or downloading your audios at selfgrowseeds.com. What we're going to be doing is, if you can, create a handout. Maybe you create it in Word. It's a Word handout that you can give to the students. Say if I'm doing a walking meditation for golfers, I will write out the walking meditation and make it very nice. Actually, I'll show you right here. So I've got the I've done a yoga for golfers kit. So I've done lots of kits for my fellow yoga teachers. And I use this to do some of my recordings. So I'll just show you one of the walking meditations right now. How I've written it out. Let's have a look. Where are they? Okay, here's one. So this will be just an example of little handouts that you can do. So if I just show you all of them. So I've got 6 walking meditations at the moment, always increasing them. So here is a simple handout. I just did this in Microsoft Word. Actually, I've just gone to a Mac now, but I did this in Word. I would do it in Pages now, or I've got Mac for Word. So I go into Mac for Word, Mac, and do it there now. So that's pretty simple. That's the handout that I would give them. So that's the walking meditation there. That's my little notes to change it to edit them. So that's number 1. So I would just do one at a time. So each yoga 15-minute recording I do, I'm not going to bombard them with more than one. It's going to be one pointed. So on this one, well, I've got another one here. So you see, I've got 6 there, and they're all very simple on one page handout that I'll give them as a Word, as a PDF. So I'll share that with them as I'll convert that into a PDF. That's very easy to do. Most computers are set up now. If you've got Word or Pages or whatever, you can go to up to File, and then it'll allow you to to turn it into a PDF. Then you can add that to your Dropbox. So very simple. So with your audio, you'll just, once that's uploaded, you can then go into your Dropbox and add a handout to go with it. So again, I'll talk you through this when we have a chat through Skype to set you up and show you exactly how to set everything up. So it's really straightforward. Streams and stuff, when you get it online, just having the audio is fine. But what we're trying to do, obviously, is to get more people downloading or streaming your audio. And to do that, it's nice to have a little visual, like a little handout or something that they can print out and or just view on their smartphone. So they'll be able to download it onto their smartphone or their tablet, and they can just bring it up as they're doing the audio. So they could have this on their phone, and this will come up on their tablet or smartphone. And as they're doing the walking meditation, if they want to, they can see it on their phone or smart. So on the golf course, most people, it'll just be on their phone. They'll be able to put it up, be lugging a tablet around. But yeah, really useful. So you can have as many handouts as you want, really. So you could do it on some of my live recordings, the 90-minute classes I do on my classes. I will write down, do a little stick figure of what I'm doing. Well, I've also got a yoga stick figure kit, and I can create over 1,000. Well, it's over 2,000 stick figures in 6 different colors. It's called the Yoga Stick Figure Kit, and you can create stick figures sequence using them. They're very easy, but sometimes as well I'll just draw them out on a white sheet of paper, A4 printing sheet of paper. So I'll draw that out, write some little notes, branching off benefits and all that kind of stuff. Make it look fairly attractive, and I can then just use my smartphone and take a photo of it. So I can just put the phone into camera, take a photo of it, and I can add that as a bonus to the audio. So I've got the handwritten sequence, the yoga stick figure sequence of whatever sequence I'm doing for the class. I've then got maybe a PDF Word handout, or Word handout that I've converted into a PDF. So there's 2 different handouts there, and I've got the audio. So that's 3. They're getting a package now. So as soon as someone gets more than one thing, the perceived value of the product goes up. So this is what we're doing here with your audio classes. Having just the audio is fine, but you'll increase your conversion rate. So say if 1,000 people come to the site, and say 10 of them click on your audio, that's a 1% conversion rate. So to increase that, if you had a little package, if you had the hand-drawn stick figures with little benefits and stuff coming out, it looks quite attractive as a bonus. They'll sit and they see that. They'll say, oh, that's pretty good. And then they see you've got another handout of the lesson plan. So you've got 2 handouts that go with the audio. You'll increase that conversion rate, so it will go up. So you're basically, in a nutshell, you'll make more money by having 1 or 2 little extras, or what I call bonuses, to the audio. So again, once you call me, this might sound all a bit, if most yoga teachers are already doing handouts. So maybe if you're doing a 6-week yoga course, you'll give them a handout at the beginning of the 6-week course. Some yoga teachers give a handout at the beginning of every new class. So you're probably used to already doing the handouts. So so again, you're not adding any more work to what you normally do. So all you need to do is click record when you put the phone into your onto your arm there in the jogging armband, and you're done. You've now got an MP3, and then if you've got a handout, convert that into a PDF or take it with your smartphone, and that'll be just a JPEG image, and you can have that just as a JPEG image, and that's great. So really simple. I've tried to make this process for yoga teachers as easy as simple as possible. So recording, really straightforward. It'll be sent straight to your Dropbox. You don't have to do anything. I'll edit up the audio and make sure the background noise is good and all that kind of stuff. So you've got no hassle whatsoever. So all you've got to do as a yoga teacher is turn up to your classes, or if you're doing stuff in your front room with no, you don't need anyone else there. It can just be you talking through stuff. If you're doing one-to-one sessions, you can just record those. So again, put your smart lav in, put that in here, strap your phone there, and just ask it if it's okay. For the person, you can obviously ask their permission to say it's okay if we record this session. And if you are doing one-to-one sessions, most of the time, most yoga teachers will do quite an elaborate handout for one-to-one sessions. That's what they're kind of paying for. You're giving them quite a bit extra. So when I'm doing one-to-one sessions, if someone's coming to me, they're usually coming to me for a specific reason. They've either got bad lower back problems, or they've got some sort of ailment or something, either mentally, physically, or whatever. And I will kind of go to town. I'll do a lot of research and then create maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or even more handouts and put them in a nice little thin flexi folder for them to take away. So if you're doing a one-to-one session, you can create 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 handouts for them, or even just one. And you can then, that's now a great package to add to the self-growth seeds to there. So I should point out that it's free for you to upload as many of these audios and the bonuses to self-growth seeds as you want. So you can add as many as you want. You're not going to be charged anything at all. It's just the students who sign up to get access to all these yoga class audios online. They're the ones that are going to be paying to have the access to all these classes. So yeah, I hope that helps. If you've got any questions at all, and you're interested in basically creating passive income, so residual income stream, what I say, you're basically making money while you sleep. So people from all over the world will be able to click on your classes, and while you're sleeping, teaching yoga and also making money. So that's a really good thing. So while you're doing a class that you're doing, why not record it? It's nothing extra that you need to do. You've now got a little passive income stream from that one audio. And then if you create another one, you've got another passive income stream. If you create another one, you've got another passive income stream. So within months and within a year, you have dozens and dozens, if not 100 plus passive income streams. So all these, it's like a little mini you working at a job, making money, but you don't have to show up for the job. So that's what a passive income stream is. You create it once, and then that thing that you've created goes off and makes money for you forever and ever. Amen. It's just brilliant, and it's almost too good to be true. Which is why if you've never really looked into passive income and how it sort of works, you might think, well, I can't believe that actually works. But as a yoga teacher, you probably heard of the concept less is more, and this is how this works. You create it once and it goes off making money for you, and also it goes off helping hundreds if not thousands of yoga teachers who will click on your recording. It will help them in a very small little way. Your 15-minute recording or your live 90-minute yoga class will help their lives out, and that will then move forward into and subtly that will pay forward to other people in their sphere, in their circle. So people that are taking these yoga classes online, they'll have the change physically, mentally, emotionally, become more grounded, more stable, more emotionally mature, and that will subtly feed off to the people around them. So intangibly, the effect that you're having on these classes, you'll be affecting the person obviously taking the class, but then the people around them will be affected as well. So it's a really quite profound effect that we're having, and it's a good thing. So please call me or email me, so you can call me at any time. So if I give you my number, my home number, it's linked to my Skype. So my number is 02921 257770. So really that's my Skype number. I don't have a home number really anymore. I don't have a landline. I just have Skype. I do everything through Skype. So if you give me, if you call that number, it will go through to my Skype. And if I don't answer it, just leave a message and say, George, I'm interested in recording my yoga classes. Let's have a chat, and then we'll arrange a day at a time that suits you to have usually takes about 20 minutes for me to tell you all the equipment that you need and to get you set up with Dropbox. And that's it. Or you can just go to georgewatts.org. So really hope that helps, and good luck.